Well, hello everybody. I'm at the park again. Different park. It's Wednesday, I think. Yeah. Cole with me. He's running up ahead. It's a little rainy, a little drizzly, but it was nice when I left the house. And then you know, temperature-wise, we always had this overcast skies, pretty gloomy. But it's not too cold. But now it's drizzling. Looks like they got they're practicing over there. That's a stadium there. It's a new stadium they built here, right across from the river there. It's nice. I've never been there, but yeah, it's cold. We got a few ducks out here, a couple of ducks over there, and regular birds flying around, robins and things. Nothing is budding yet, as the trees are concerned. Got a decent current coming down through here. Yeah, it's pretty good current. But anyway, we're out here walking on this gloomy day, and my sleep schedule is still kind of screwed up. I'll tell you guys, but I quit my job yesterday. The reasons are because they had me doing something that I just didn't want to do. Well, they tried to have me do something I didn't want to do. The thing is, when I started working there, I started working because I needed the money, and they had a $1,500 sign-in bonus for the job. So, but they worked it out in their wisdom where they'll give you $1,000 after the first 30 days, and then another 500 after the next 30 days. Or is it 500 the first 30 days, and then another 500 after the next 30 days, and then another 500 after the 90 days. So that's how it worked out. So I needed that job because I needed a job where I was making money over the table. A temporary service. I was making good money, but trying to get a loan to get a vehicle because I crashed my car down in Florida. I had to get another vehicle, and in order to qualify for the loan, I had to have a job that was steady, making money. So, with the $1,500 bonus and steady employment, enough to where I can get a loan to get a car, and the job happened to be walking distance from the house. I mean, that was all pluses. But I got in there and found out that I got a problem with fiberglass, a real problem. That stuff gets on your clothes in your washing machine, and then it finally makes its way into your drawers, and then it itches like crazy. It's like being bitten by mosquitoes constantly. It's the worst thing in the world. So that's what I was doing. I was working on it. I was working directly with it, with fiberglass or whatever. But I stuck it out because I wanted to get that bonus, and I had to keep working there long enough to get my loan approved to get my truck. So that's what I did. And I got my loan approved, got my truck, and I was gonna quit right after I got my 90 days in and got my last bonus. But then something happened that changed my mind. I started to realize this job ain't too bad, especially after they took me off of fiberglass and put me in a spot where I had to work on a trim press. I still got fiberglass on me, but nowhere near as bad. And the job wasn't as much pressure as the other job was. The job was really pressure, and every minute is accounted for, and then they work you up to the last minute until it's time to go. And then, come on, Cole, we're going back to the car. This rain's starting to pick up. So anyway, you end up trying to clean up, and then you get whistle bit at the end of the day, and you're working 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes later, in a day to finish cleaning up. And you gotta clean up because then the shift that comes behind you will be complaining. So anyway, it just wasn't a good deal. So since I didn't like the job, I was coming. Some days I would take off, and wouldn't come in. And the other days I'd just be late. The days I'd be late wouldn't be on purpose, it's just I couldn't get up. And then some days I just lay there in bed and just be like, no, I'm not doing it. I just couldn't do it. And then, so I started to accumulate a lot of points. And they didn't want to fire me because they need people so bad. So they put me on a different job. I guess they thought they were punishing me. Just so happens the job they put me on, I really liked. I still had to deal with fiberglass, but it wasn't nearly as bad. And the time went by fast, and I was working by myself. They still, bird dogged me, but I was able to handle that. So I went ahead and stuck with it. And 6 months, maybe 8 months later, I'm still there. But then they decided, after watching me so much or whatever, I just made it look too easy. They couldn't stand to see my 6'3" frame, muscles, and all that energy I seem to have to them, going to waste or whatever. They wanted to put me back on the other job because we had a couple of crackheads in there that were working on the other job. They were able to work that job good. But when you're doing crack, the worst job in the world seems like heaven to you. So they loved it. But after that crack finally catches up to you and destroys you, then you can't show up for work. So then they had 2 people that quit or they got fired because they just couldn't come to work. So then now they want to put me back over there. And I just wasn't having it. I'm like, no way. I'm not doing crack. I'm not drinking alcohol every time I get off work every day to try to wash all the grief out of my life. I'm not doing that. So there was another guy doing same thing. He didn't want to do it either. They put him over there. He came back after 10 minutes and said, "Nope, that's it. I'm not doing it. You have to fire me. I quit before I do that, whatever." So they tried to put me back over there. I was like, "That's it." And I didn't negotiate. I didn't threaten them. I don't bluff. I just walked out, grabbed my stuff, and just left. They came behind me calling me, but I wasn't hearing it. I'd made up my mind. I was gone. So that's that. So now I'm actively looking for another job. I'm gonna see what I can find. And I gotta find Cole. Because the guy walking with a stick, it looks like he means business. And Cole just might mess with him. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.